running rubber faster than a call NASCAR. My solo, no sir, I am not a passer. I will not after any of you fever blistered. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. What you talking that funky, about my face, wearing that monkey. Not that, that might give you life advice. Get some money, get some money, get some money. Get some money, 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 get some money. Get some money, get some money. Get some money, get some money. Get some money, get some money.
Just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cleveland Browns. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Throwing again on second down. Tannehill.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience is early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
But I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the fourth down.
He'll return it from the 6.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Watson on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep for Diggs. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Moore, the man in motion. On 2nd and 15 now. Watson flushed out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Watson. Forced out to his left. He's going to look deep for Moore. They've got his man complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And that's all about... right there, because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing, and he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Elijah Moore. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession. See if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 54 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They'll let Taylor try and run. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. The Charger drive about to get going. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
To throw is Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Now it's Tannehill. And it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Watson. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. A tight one, 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. It's complete to Diggs. And out of bounds right around the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They're going to have to do something with him. He was so sensational last week, over 200 yards. AFC Offensive Player of the Week, what do? You hold him?
That's a good start as long as you can get away with it. Otherwise, just giving up penalties and free plays for the offense. But I think you've got to do a combination of things. Chip it his timing at the line of scrimmage, have extra people in the territory for him. You've got to do everything and change it up from snap to snap.
Watson on 3rd down. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. Touchdown! Raheem Mostert, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Chargers have regained the lead. But not only, Charles, did he beat double coverage to make the catch, and then as soon as he did, locked his gaze upfield and made sure to reach the end zone.
Go grab your dictionary, partner. Look up determination, and his picture's going to pop right up. How about him getting through multiple defenders, finding his way through coverage, and making sure he got to the end zone? That's a big-time play right there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Browns drive about to get started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
To throw again on 2nd down, Tannehill. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Tannehill. Being chased out left. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm. But he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that 1st down pickup.
On first down, Tannehill. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Second down and 4. Tannehill.
The Browns had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. But Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead.
Those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Fred Warner, first-time All-Pro in 2020, in on the stop defensively.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Throwing on second down, Watson.
He's got the connection to Moore.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards. Now a first down throw, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson buying time to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Again, it's Watson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Watson.
He gets this one to Mechie. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Watson now to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Moore. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. To the air yet again, Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Za'Darius Smith dropping him for the 2nd straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes.
And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Butker's kick here is good, and that'll boost their lead to 9. It's 17-8. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock and give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Watson's throw complete there to Moore. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. On 2nd and 12, Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Za'Darius Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This is brought in at the 21. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Cobb in motion right. On 2nd and 7, Watson. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They're going to run the jet sweep. It's Cobb with it. And he'll take this one down to the 36. And the safety, Trayvon Merrick, up to make the play defensively. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? He'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run once more with Taylor. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Tannehill. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Tannehill on first down.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked up by Jordan Whitehead.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working.
Watson's throw completed to Mechie.
And out of bounds right around the 20. That'll go for a gain of 7. Headed second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Browns are right back in this football game.
That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw there complete to Mooney.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And this one's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Here's Tannehill.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Throwing again is Tannehill. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And Tannehill's got the first as he slides to a hole. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now Tannehill. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Let's go. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now it's Tannehill.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. They snap it to Tannehill.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. To throw is Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Here's Tannehill. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. Tannehill going to throw for it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game, challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give to Mostert running right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Moore, the man in motion. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now it's Watson. Steps away to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Butker on for the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. That pass complete to Moore. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Throwing now, Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And this, not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours, right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way. I remember when I played at Tennessee, when we had to go from east to west, our trainer Tim Karen said, leave your watches on East Coast time. Every piece of information we got was East Coast Standard Time. Try to psychologically tell us what to do, as well as prepare our bodies the same way.
So for the Chargers, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try again next week at home against New England.